What's up, guys? TheMtVernonkid here, back again. How's everybody doing out there? Wanted to touch on this for a while because it's something that's right up my alley, but it's also something that I would have never thought would happen in my lifetime, only in the movies. But it has happened, and it's been in the news for a while. And everybody's talking about it and everything like that. And I thought, me being a kind of a geek like this, I wanted to talk about this too. So, a company, a Dallas-based biotech company known as Colossal Biosciences, has done the impossible. And the impossible is bringing back a species that died out over 12,000 years ago or longer. That species is a species of wolf, the direwolf. Now, the direwolf, most of you guys will know probably from Game of Thrones and everything like that, but it was an actual wolf, and I believe it was the largest wolf in the Canis wolf family. And as you all know, wolves are one of my favorite animals. I love the dynamics of wolves. I love the family oriented. I love that there is a hierarchy in terms of you got the pack, the alpha, who's the leader. Then you got the betas, the soldiers in general, your omega and everything like that. So I always love that. But to see that they have brought back 3 direwolves, what they did was they created 3 direwolf wolf pups from DNA, and they mixed it with, I believe, gray wolf DNA. But in general, still, these are direwolves. These are not like hybrids or anything. This is legit direwolves. And I know there's a lot of people that have some skepticism about it, and I know there's a lot of people that also have started bringing up the whole concept of Ian Malcolm's quote in Jurassic Park. And I can understand where people are coming from with that. But here's the difference between that. As great as that line was, there's a difference. Because they brought back a species that is not a dinosaur. And nor do I think we'll ever be able to do that, bring back a dinosaur. And why would you? But a wolf that died out because of climate change and things like that is different. And I'm all for that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm all for that. And from what this company has said, they have already done the impossible with woolly mice or rats, I believe. They have said they wanted to bring back, the next in their line is to bring back the dodo bird. And the dodo bird, why did that go extinct? As I read the articles from CNN Science, the dodo bird went extinct because of humans, not of deforestation or climate change. No, humans are main responsibility. They say they want to bring back the Tasmanian tiger. The last known Tasmanian tiger on film, I think, was in the early 1900s. And why would you bring that back? Because of humans. Humans are the reason for why this species died out. So I'm all for them bringing back species that the cause of their extinction was because of humans. There's a big difference. So I'm all for that. Now, having said that, I hope their scientists and their brilliant minds don't try to play God. And what I mean by that is go the route of, well, we did this, let's do this. And I'll even go even further, because I read in the article this company wants to bring back the woolly mammoth. Okay, that's where I'm saying now you're stretching it. Now you're stretching it, because the woolly mammoth, there's a reason for why that species died out. Okay, that had nothing to do with humans in general. That had everything to do with Mother Nature saying, hey, your time is up, time to go. Nature selected it to die. And I look at that, I'm like, why would you want to bring back a woolly mammoth? From what I remember reading, and my understanding was they were 5 times bigger than the biggest African bull elephant. And where would you put them? You understand what I'm saying? Though that's where I start to go, okay, you got to be careful with this. This is something that you should not be playing with. Don't play God. Now don't play God. Like, I hope they don't, because that's like them saying, I want to bring back the megalodon, and why would you want to bring back a 60-foot shark that was known to eat whales? Do you know how scary that would be? People would never want to go in the water if they knew something that freaking big was in the water. Or them wanting to bring back, let's say, another dangerous species that died out because of it was their time. The Titan boa. That is basically the Titan boa was a snake, was the world's largest snake. It was a snake that was a anaconda on steroids. Why would you want to bring that back? Or them saying, well, we want to bring back the short-faced bear. Are you out of your mind? Do you know what a short-faced bear is? This is the same bear. This is a bear that stood on his hind leg 11 feet. They had long legs. They can move like a fucking horse. These were the bears that probably kept humans from crossing over the land strait from Asia into America, into North America. And I'm just like, could you imagine seeing something that big coming at you? And there's no way. That's where I have a fear that there are going to be people in there that are going to want to play God. And if they do, it's not good. That is not good, and it's not safe. But when you got species of animals that may play a very good dynamic in the ecosystem, I'm fine with that. But if you're going to bring back a species of animal that could be very dangerous to the ecosystem, then no, don't do that. You know, the dodo, the Tasmanian tiger, these are animals that were killed off because of humans. In a sense, wolves, for example, how many gray timber wolves are there in North America? That there were thousands of them. Now, I don't think there is even over 1,000 anymore. Correct me on that. But a lot of them were killed because of what? Humans. We killed them. You know, if they can bring back more like species of rhino, like white rhinos and things like that, yeah, I would love to see that. Because why? These animals have been on the endangered species list because of humans who want to kill them for their horns, because in many Asian cultures, their horns have medicinal properties, or so-called, but from what I understand, scientists have proven that's not true. But poachers and things like that, would it be cool to see certain species of tiger return that were once extinct? Yeah, why not? But don't bring back Smilodon, aka the saber-toothed cats. Don't bring them back. You know, that would really mess up the ecosystem. But in general, I am very excited and very cool, and it's like, wow, this actually happened in my lifetime, that there's a company out there that brought back a species that had died out over thousands of years ago. And these 3 wolves are very healthy. I know 2 of them are named Romulus and Remus, I believe, yeah. They are very healthy and they're growing really fast, and that's very interesting to see that. But yes, of course, you don't want to see this company, and I don't want to see the scientists in there. They should be very proud of themselves, but there should not be egos in there that say, "Oh yeah, you know what? Let's up it. Let's bring back the megalodon now." No, now you're playing God, and now you're gonna get people killed. Because I'm not even joking. Because imagine, I know there's people that say that a megalodon is still just bullshit. If that shark still existed, you would see we would have seen it by now, and more importantly, there would be blood in the waters. There's no way something that big, and you would see more whale species probably dying, including the biggest whale in the world, blue whales. So just believe me, it's not worth it. But a species that, okay, I'm all for the dodo, I'm all for Tasmanian tiger. These are animals I never got to see because they died out way before I was born. So yeah, I'm cool with that. But that's my thoughts on the whole Colossal Bioscience bringing back the direwolf. I am excited, and it is very science fiction, but you cannot deny that it does have a little bit of an aspect of Jurassic Park in a sense, because it is. You can't deny it. You can get mad at it, but you can't deny that it has a bit of that. They brought back an extinct animal, but the whole difference is that these are extinct animals that are not bigger than a house, or roamed the earth millions of years ago when they were the dominant species. They didn't bring back a species of animal that had no connection with man. Dinosaurs never had any connection with man, outside of maybe crocs and gators and stuff, but because they're the closest to dinosaurs and certain birds. And there's a certain bird I would not want them to bring back. If y'all know what it is, you know what I'm talking about. It's a giant bird. I'm not even going there. The point being, I feel cool about it, but I still have reservations about it, because I'm hoping there isn't scientists in that company that want to play God, want to go crazy and say, "Oh, we did this, let's go bigger, let's amp it up, you know what I'm saying?" That's where I have a problem with it. But outside of that, I'm fine with it, and we'll see where it goes. But you guys tell me in the comment section below if you are into this, and this is more for people who are into this kind of thing. How do you feel about this? The direwolf is back. 3 of them so far. This company, Colossal Bioscience, all of that. How do you guys feel about it? And I'll ask this question: what species of animal that has gone extinct or is on the verge of extinction would you want them to help populate the population or so? I'll throw that out there. If it was me, like I said, yeah, I gave like rhinos and things like that, some white rhinos, rhinoceros and things like that, but nothing really says like no woolly rhinos or anything like that. Nah, don't go there. But I look forward to hearing what you guys got to say. And with that being said, you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.